back to our YouTube channel. So once again, our topic for today will be all about bonds payable. This is already the part 2, no? So I suggest you watch first the part 1 of the discussion before ka pumunta or before mo panoorin itong part 2, because dun sa part 1, na-discuss na natin dun yung initial measurement and part of the subsequent measurement, no? So konting review lang na muna bago tayo mag-move on sa mga problems. So, after initial measurement, syempre, pangalawang problema natin for every account na pinag-uusapan natin, especially here in financial accounting and reporting, will be the subsequent measurement. Nagkakaintindihan ba tayo? Okay? So, once again, meron po tayong dalawang klase ng bonds, no? Meron tayong not designated, no? So, not designated at fair value through profit or loss. Ibig sabihin, dito yung walang fair value option, no? Again, ito yung walang fair value option. Okay? So, tapos na natin itong i-discuss kanina, pero konting review lang. If we did not select the fair value option, see to it that subsequent measurement will be equal to the amortized cost. Again, this is equal to the amortized cost, no? And amortized cost, gaya ng napag-usapan natin kanina sa part 1, is actually equal to the carrying amount at the beginning. Anong gagawin natin? Plus discount amortization, or, again, or to, hindi pwedeng sabay, or minus premium amortization. Well, para malaman mo kung paano ma-compute yung discount or premium amortization, punta ka nga dun sa part 1 natin kanina. Okay? So now, discuss natin ano ba yung subsequent measurement, no, ng isang bonds payable that is actually designated, no? Again, that is actually designated at fair value through profit or loss. Ibig sabihin dito, we selected the what? We selected the fair value option on the initial recognition of the bonds. Okay? So kapag sinelect natin yung fair value option, see to it that subsequent measurement will no longer be the amortized cost, but instead, the subsequent measurement will be actually equal to fair value. Again, subsequent measurement po, no, will be fair value. So, see to it na kapag sinelect po natin yung fair value option, wala po tayong, wala po tayong tinatawag na discount or premium. Again, dito, wala po tayong tinatawag na discount or premium. So, sir, kapag tinanong how much will be the discount or premium amortization, or magkano po, no, yung discount or unamortized discount or unamortized premium, 0 ang isasagot. Yes, that's correct. You must answer 0, because here, under the fair value option, we no longer amortized the bonds. Nagkakaintindihan ba tayo? Also dito, no, sa fair value option, no, interest paid and interest expense will just be the same. So, sir, paano i-compute yan? Well, this is just equal, no, dun sa face amount natin times the nominal rate. So, here, hindi natin ginagamit yung effective rate in computing the interest expense. Not unlike kanina, kapag walang fair value option. Okay? Then, lastly, any changes, no? Again, changes kapag sa economics, triangle is the symbol for change. So, any changes in fair value, because from fair value to fair value tayo dito eh. So, any changes in fair value will be what? Will be part of P&L. So, kapag may increase, no? Again, kapag may increase in fair value, that is considered to be an unrealized gain. Then, kapag may decrease in fair value, see to it that that is, on the other hand, baliktad. Liability pala to. So, if may increase, that is an unrealized loss, because kapag nag-increase yung fair value, lumaki yung utang natin at ayaw natin yon. That's why kapag nag-increase, meron tayong unrealized loss. Pero kapag nag-decrease, see to it na gusto natin yan, gusto nating mabawasan yung utang natin eh. That's why kapag nag-decrease, meron naman tayong tinatawag na unrealized gain. Nagkakaintindihan ba? And this unrealized loss or gain is actually part of the profit or loss. So, part po ito, no, ng profit or loss natin. Nagkakaintindihan ba? So, ngayon, before ako pumunta sa walang fair value option, start ngayon natin yung discussion natin sa fair value option. So, jump muna ako dito sa illustrative problem number 6 para lang tapos na yung fair value option, okay? So, here, on illustrative problem number 6, on January 1, 2021, Pepper Company received 1,077,200 for 1 million face amount 12% bonds. The bonds were to were sold to yield 10%, and then interest is payable semi-annually on January 1 and July 1. The entity has elected the fair value option for measuring the financial liability, and on December 31, 2021, the fair value of the bonds is determined to be 1,064,600 due to market and interest factor. So number 1, what is the carrying amount of the bonds on January 1, 2021? Well, that's the fair value or the proceeds. That's 1,077,200. So that is choice letter Bravo ka. So palitan mo na lang ng 2, no? Again, palitan mo na lang ng 2 yung isang 0 kasi typo lang yan. Okay? Requirement number 2, what is the interest expense? Once again, interest payment and interest expense will just be the same, no? How to compute that? That's equal to the face amount of 1 million pesos times the nominal rate of 12%. This is equal to 120,000. Sir, hindi mo ba yan i-multiply ng 6/12? Hindi na. Kasi buong taon naman ng hinihingi eh. Gusto mo, 6/12 hanggang July 1, 6/12 ulit hanggang December 31. 120 rin yung total nun. Okay? So, requirement number 2, 120,000 or alpha will be the final answer. Okay? Requirement number 3, what is the gain or loss from change in fair value of the bonds for 2021? Once again, kapag lumaki yung utang, loss yun. Kapag lumiit yung utang, gain yun. So, dito from 1,077,200, naging 1,064,600. So, lumiit ang utang. So, this is what? This is a gain. At magkano yung gain natin, guys? 1,077,200 minus 1,064,600, or this is equal to a gain of 12,600. That is why requirement number 3, 12,600 gain or Charlie will be our final answer. Then number 4, what is the carrying amount of the bonds payable on December 31, 2021? Obviously, that's the fair value, no? And that's 1,064,600. That's why number 4, alpha, will be the final answer. Okay? So those are the procedures and concepts if we selected the fair value option in measuring the bonds or the financial liability. Okay? Ngayon, balik tayo sa illustrative problem number 3 para illustrate naman yung subsequent measurement kapag walang fair value option. So ito yung normal, no? So here, Pikachu Corporation issued 10 million 10% bonds on January 1, 2026. The prevailing market rate of interest for similar type of bonds is 12%. So 12% is our effective rate because that is the market rate of interest. While 10% is the stated rate or yung tinatawag natin na nominal rate. Okay? Nominal rate. The bonds will mature on December 31, 2028, meaning 3 years lang po yung bonds, no? And this is a period of 3 years. Then interest are being paid annually every December 31. So requirement number 1, compute for the total proceeds from the bond issuance, no? So dito, dalawa ang ating pini-present value once again. Principal po at saka yung interest. Okay? So magkano yung interest muna natin? Interest is equal to the face amount of 10 million times the nominal rate of 10%. So this time, annually tayo, kaya 10% ang aking ginamit. Okay? So 10 million times 10%, hindi yun kinakalkyo guys, no? Pero okay lang i-calculate. That's equal to 1 million while the principal is equal to 10 million pesos. So compute ulit natin yung PV of 1 at PV factor of ordinary annuity of 1. MC ka muna ulit, memory clear. So 1.12 kasi dapat nakabase sa effective rate ang present value factor divided by equals. Then, tatlong M plus lang. So, 1, 2, 3. Ang present value of 1 natin will be 0.71178. Right? Then, MR mo, lalabas yung present value factor of ordinary annuity of 1 which is equal to 2.40183. Okay? Then, magkano? Right? Ang present value natin on January 1, 2020. 6, no? Which is the final answer na nga sa number 1. Okay? So, MC ka muna ulit. 10 million. Lagay mo. Times 0.71178 M plus. And then, 1 million times 2.40183 M plus ulit. Then, MR ka. Lalabas na yon present value which is 9,519,630. So, requirement number 1, 9,519,630 will be our final answer. Pero if yung bonds, no, na issue or na benta kalagitnaan ng taon, let's say April 1 or July 1, kapag proceeds ang tinatanong, hindi lang present value ang sagot mo. Kasama po dun yung accrued interest. Okay? Requirement number 2, prepare an amortization table, no? So, tuturuan kita paano mag-prepare ng amortization table, pero tuturuan din kita ng shortcut, no? So, dito sa amortization table, meron tayong date, which is January 1, 2020. Tatlong taon to. So, December 31, 2020. December 31, 2021. Then, December 31, 2022. Okay? Now, meron tayo ditong tatawagin na payment. Okay? Or sabihin na natin interest payment para kompleto, no? So, meron tayong interest paid, which is obviously equal to 1 million pesos every year. Hindi yan magbabago, alright? Yung pagmamahal at pagtingin lang niya sa'yo, yung nagbabago. Pero yung interest paid, hindi po yan nagbabago as long as term bond to. Pero kapag serial bonds, syempre nagbabago na yan. Next will be the interest expense wherein hindi pa natin kayang i-compute. Then difference of the two is yung tinatawag natin na amortization. Then last, kapag alam na natin yung amortization, kaya na natin ma-compute, no, yung carrying amount. So, carrying amount on January 1, 2020 is equal to 9,519,630. So, paano compute? Yung interest expense, sabi natin kanina sa part 1, carrying amount beginning times effective rate. So, 9,519,630 times 0.12 interest expense for the year 2020 is equal to 1,142,356. Okay? Difference of interest paid and interest expense will be the amortization, and that's 142,356. This is a discount, no? Kasi effective rate is higher and present value is lower. Ibig sabihin, discount amortization of 142,356 is to be added because the goal of amortization, once again, is to equate the face amount and the carrying amount at the maturity date. Okay? So, 9,519,630 plus 142,356, or this is equal to 9,661,986. Same thing. Yung carrying amount at the end of 2020, magiging carrying amount yan at the beginning of 2021. So, carrying amount at the beginning times the effective rate of 12%. Interest expense for the year 2021 will be equal to 1,159,438. Difference of the two, obviously, will be equal to the amortization of 159,438, and then i-add ulit natin yan. So, 9,661,986 plus 159,438, or this is equal to 9,821,424. Then, isang taon pa times 12%, ang makukompute natin dito will be 1,178,000, okay, 571. Liwanag ba? Then, difference of the two will be equal to 178,571. And then, kapag in-add mo yung dalawa, dapat around 10 million na to. Sir, kulang po ng 5 piso. Kasi 9,821,424 plus 178,571 is just equal to 9,999,995. Once again, that 5 pesos is just due to the rounding off of present value factors. Nagkakaintindihan ba tayo doon? Okay? So, kapag tinanong ka ng problem, how much, no? Is, once again, kapag tinanong ka ng problem, how much is the interest expense for the year 2021, 1,159,438 ang sasagot mo. Ano pang possible na tanong? How much will be the carrying amount at the end of 2020? 9,661,986. How much is the carrying amount at the end of 2021? 9,821,424. Ano pang possible na tanong? How much is what? How much is the, sabihin na natin, unamortized discount? Again, possible na itanong, no? How much will be the unamortized discount? Kailan? Sabihin na natin on December 31, 2020 at saka on December 31, 2021. Well, December 31, 2020, para makuha yan, that's just equal to the face amount of 10 million. Again, face amount na 10 million, then yung carrying amount at the end, which is 9,661,986, or this is equal to 338,014. Then at the end of 2021, that's 10 million minus 9,821,424, or that's equal to 178,576. Okay? Possible na din na itanong yung unamortized discount na yan. So, sir, lagi ba na ganyan? Siyempre, laging ganyan. Pero, tuturuan kita kung papaano, right, ma-check na tama ba yung pinrepair mo amortization table, no? So if you are taking the board exam, you no longer have to prepare this amortization table after this shortcut. But if you are an undergraduate student and the solution is required in every examination and or in every quizzes, see to it na kailangan mo syempre i-prepare yung amortization table na to. So paano yung shortcut, guys? Well, isulat mo muna sa calculator mo 9519630. Sir, ano yun? Yun yung present value factor natin at the beginning. Ngayon ganito, no? The new computation. If ayaw mo mag-prepare ng amortization tables, that the carrying amount at the end is actually equal to the carrying amount at the beginning times 1 point effective rate, then minus mo lang dyan yung payment or yung interest payment, no? So, try natin. 9519630 times 1.12 minus 1 million. Isn't it 9661986 na na-compute mo? Tama ba? Isa pa. Times 1.1 minus 1 million. Ang nako-compute mo dun is 821. Ulitin ko. 9519630 times 1.1 minus 1 million. That's 9519630 times 1.12 pala. Minus 1 million. That's 9661986 times 1.12 minus 1 million. That's 9821424. Then times 1.12 minus 1 million. That's 9999995 or 10 million. So, kahit ito lang ang tandaan mo, if you are taking the board examination already, okay ka na, buhay ka na. But if you are nga an undergraduate student wherein the solution is required, kailangan mo pa rin matutunan how to prepare the amortization table. Nagkakaintindihan ba? Sir, yung shortcut po ba na yan, nag-a-apply whether premium or discount? Yes, nag-a-apply po yan whether discount or premium tayo. Sir, nag-a-apply din po yan whether term bonds or serial bonds? Yes, nag-a-apply din yan whether term bond or serial bonds. Nagkakaintindihan ba? Pero sa serial bonds, total payment na yun nandito. Once again, kapag serial bonds tayo, see to it na ang ilalagay mo dyan or i-minus mo dyan will be the total payment. Kapag sinabi natin total payment, as discussed kanina sa part 1, that's the payment of principal and that's the payment of interest. Nagkakaintindihan ba? Ngayon, before we move on to to requirement number 3 and requirement number 4, gusto ko munang i-discuss yung what? Gusto ko munang i-discuss yung retirement of bonds. Sir, anong ibig sabihin ng retirement of bonds? Retirement of bonds is also known as the payment of bonds, no? Ibig sabihin, well, nagkapera tayo biglaan. So, gusto na nating i-retire. Gusto na nating bayaran yung ating utang. Liwanag? So, dito sa retirement of bonds, meron tayong dalawang scenario. Retirement at maturity. Again, meron tayong tinatawag na retirement at maturity. Then, meron din tayong tinatawag na retirement before maturity, no? So, dito muna tayo sa retirement at maturity. So, if maturity date na to, see to it, nasabi natin kanina, by using the effective interest method, the face amount is now equal to the carrying amount. And if that's the case, that the carrying amount is now equal to the face amount, there will no longer be a premium or a discount. So, wala na pong discount or premium, okay? Kasi equal na sila eh. And if that's the case, the journal entry, once again, if that's the case, the journal entry will just be equal to debit what? Debit bonds payable. And then credit what? Credit syempre yung cash. Nagkakaintindihan ba tayo? Okay? Pero kapag before maturity, see to it na face amount is not yet equal to the carrying amount. So journal entries, hindi ganyan kadali. So kapag before maturity, sir, anong gagawin natin? Kapag before maturity, computein mo muna yung carrying amount natin as of date of maturity, no? As of the date of maturity. So, kung April 1 ang date of maturity, mag-amortize ka ng 3 buwan. Kung October 1 yan, mag-amortize ka ng 9 months. Okay? And then, i-compare mo yan saan? I-compare po natin yan sa retirement price or kung magkano ba ang ating babayaran, no? So, retirement price. Okay? So, carrying amount at the beginning, if this is higher than the retirement price, anong ibig sabihin nun? Mas mataas ang utang mo compared sa binabayad mo. So, ibig sabihin nakatipid tayo dito. So, meron tayong tinatawag na gain on retirement. But, if the retirement price is higher, no, than the carrying amount, see to it na mas malaki ang binabayad mo compared dun sa utang mo. So, meron naman tayo ditong tinatawag na loss. And these gains or losses are actually part of the profit or loss. Nagkakaintindihan ba? So, what's the journal entry now? Once again, what's the journal entry? if before maturity yung retirement. Well, the journal entry will still to debit the bonds payable, but take note, no? Take note na at face amount po ito. Face amount yan, ha? Debit what? Debit premium on bonds payable if premium tayo, no? Liwanag? Then credit discount on bonds payable naman if discount tayo, pero hindi pwedeng magsabay yung dalawa. Nagigets? Now, debit loss on retirement if loss ang resulta, or credit gain naman on retirement if gain ang resulta. Hindi rin pwedeng magsabay yung dalawa, whether premium or discount lang or gain or loss. Then lastly, magbabayad nga tayo credit cash for the retirement price. Okay? So this is the journal entry if the retirement of bonds is before maturity. Liwanag? So now, apply natin yun dito sa illustrative problem number 3. So here in illustrative problem number 3, assuming the bonds are retired at maturity date, prepare the necessary journal entry. So here, in requirement number 3, the journal entry is just to debit bonds payable, no? So debit bonds payable, credit what? Credit cash equal to how much? Equal to the phased amount of 10 million pesos. Okay? And that is the journal entry already here in requirement number 3. Very good. Now, punta tayo sa requirement number 4. Assuming the bonds are retired on October 1, 2027, prepare the necessary journal entry. So, we have to compute first the carrying amount on October 1, 2027, no? So, para makompute yan, syempre, kailangan mo muna makompute yung carrying amount as of December 31, 2026, which is just the same sa carrying amount ng January 1, 2027. Ano ba? Well, na-compute na natin yan kanina eh. Tama ba? Mali lang yung mga dates ko. 2026 pa lang yung starting point na ito. 2020 ang nilagay ko, no? So, palitan ko. 6, 6, 7, 8. So, carrying amount on December 31, 2026 is actually equal to 9661986. So, lalagay natin dito, no? 9661986. Okay? Anong gagawin dito? I-add po natin dyan yung discount amortization because ang kailangan nating makuha yung carrying amount as of October 1, 2027. Okay? Pero, discount amortization lang yan from January 1, 2027 to October 1, 2027, or that's actually a period of what? This is a period of 9 months. 9 months lang. Okay? So, paano na nga ulit makompute yung discount amortization? Well, normally, difference yan ng interest expense at ng interest paid. Tama ba? So, interest expense is equal to the phased amount of 10 million, no? Times the nominal rate, which is 10%. So, times 10%, tas 9 over 12 lang. So, 9 over 12, or this is equal to magkano? 10 million times 0.1 times 9 over 12, or this is equal to 750,000. Okay? Then interest paid is actually equal to 9661986 times 12%, then times 9 over 12, or this is equal to magkano? 9661986, carrying amount at the beginning, times 0.12 times 9 over 12, or this is equal to 869,579. Okay? Then difference nga of the two will be what? Will be the discount amortization already. So magkano po yung ating discount amortization? 869,579 minus 750,000, or this is equal to 119,579. So plus 119,579 para makompute natin yung carrying amount, no, on October 1, 2027. So 119,579 plus 9661986, this is actually equal to 978,1,565. Nagkakaintindihan ba tayo? Okay? So may nakalimutan akong ilagay sa problem, walang retirement price. So let's assume, no, that the retirement price, again here, retirement price is sabihin na natin equal to 9.9 million, no? Or retirement price is at 99, no? Retirement price is at 99. Ano ba? So here, carrying amount alam na natin. Compute ngayon natin yung retirement price. So if the retirement price no is at 99, that's just equal to 10 million pesos. Sabi ko nga kanina, kapag yung quotation given, percentage po yan. So times 99% or magkano yan? That's equal to 9.9 million. Okay? So compare natin yung carrying amount tsaka yung retirement price. So carrying amount is 9,781,565. Then retirement price is 9.9 million. So retirement price is higher. Sabi natin kanina, if retirement price is higher, meron tayong loss, no? Kasi mas malaki yung binabayad mo compare sa utang mo. The question here is magkano yung loss? The loss here is equal to 99 minus 9,781,565 or this is equal to 118,435. Wanag. Then lastly, on October 1, 2027, magkano yung unamortized discount natin? Unamortized discount. Well, unamortized discount, gaya ng tinuro ko sa'yo kanina, that's equal to the face amount of 10 million minus the carrying amount which is 9,781,565 or this is actually equal to magkano? This is equal to 208,000. Again, 208,000 magkano? 9,781,565. 218,000 rather. This is equal to 200, no? 18,435. So, what's the journal entry now? On October 1, 2027. That's to debit bonds payable, once again, no? Equal to the face amount of 10 million pesos. Debit loss on retirement, which is equal to 218,435. No pa? Credit discount on bonds payable, which is the unamortized discount of 218,435. Then credit cash for the retirement price of 9.9 million. So that's the journal entry here in requirement number 4. So that is illustrative problem number 3. Okay? Ngayon, punta po tayo sa illustrative problem number 4. Okay? So here, Pepper Company sells its 1 million face value 5-year 12% bonds on January 1, 2028. The bonds were sold at 110. Okay? So, magkano yung proceeds natin, guys? Magkano yung proceeds? Again, percentage yun, no? So, 1 million times 1.1 or 110%, this is equal to 1,100,000. Okay? Bond issue cost. So, may bond issue cost. Ano nga ulit treatment nito? Dinideduct po yan. Once again, no? Bond issue cost, review ko lang ng konti, right? Is actually deducted, no? Again, this is deducted from fair value to compute what? To compute the carrying amount or the initial carrying amount of bonds payable if not, right, selected the fair value option. So, if not selected the fair value option, dinideduct po yan. But if we selected, no, again, if selected the fair value option, anong treatment dito? If selected, we selected the fair value option, expense outright po yan, ha. So, ngayon, ganito. So, if not selected the fair value option, since dinideduct yan, see to it now, na bond issue cost is lumped or added, no, again, it is lumped or added with the discount kasi mas lalo niyang pinapababa yung carrying amount, eh. Or, netted, o kaya naman, deducted against the premium kasi pinabababa naman niya ang premium. Once again, bond issue cost, pinapataas po niya yung discount, pero yung premium, pinapababa niya. Then lastly, no, since sinasama natin siya sa discount or premium, bond issue cost is once again, as discussed kanina sa part 1, is amortized, no, together with the premium or discount. Okay? So here, balik tayo sa illustrative 4. Dinideduct yan. So magkano ngayon yung initial carrying amount natin? Initial carrying amount will be equal to 1.1 million minus 24,204 or this is equal to 1,075,796. Okay? Consisting of promotions, engraving, printing, and underwriter's commission were incurred and paid by the company. Effective interest rate after considering the bond issue cost is 10%. So, requirement number 1, how much is the initial carrying amount of the bonds? Computed already. That's 1,075,796. Requirement number 2, how much is the interest expense for the year 2028? Well, sabi nga natin, pag interest expense ang tinatanong, carrying amount at the beginning lang yan times effective rate. So, 1,075,796 times the effective rate of 10%, or this is equal to 107,580. Okay? So, final answer, requirement number 2 is 107,580. Wanag. Requirement 3, how much is the unamortized premium including bond issue cost at the end of 2028? So, compute muna natin syempre yung number 4 para mas madali yung 3. Number 4, how much is the carrying amount of the bonds on December 31, 2028? Paano nga ulit tayo mag-compute ng carrying amount at the end? Sabi natin, this is the carrying amount at the beginning. Right? Premium to kasi mas malaki yung nominal rate, no? Obvious naman, mas malaki yung present value. So, minus premium amortization. Okay? So, here, carrying amount at the beginning is equal to 1,075,796. Then, minus the carrying amount, the premium amortization. Paano nga ulit yan i-compute? Difference lang yan ng interest expense at ng interest paid. Diba? So, interest expense is equal to, computed already, that's 107,580, while interest paid is equal to 1 million times 12%, or this is equal to 120,000. Okay? So, kapag kinuha mo yung difference, the difference is actually equal to 12,420. Okay? So, minus 12,420, the carrying amount now at the end is magkano? This is equal to 1,063,376. Or alternatively, sabi ko nga may shortcut yan eh. Ano yung shortcut natin? Shortcut is carrying amount at the beginning times 1 point effective rate minus the payment. Tama ba? So, apply natin yan. Carrying amount at the beginning, 1,075,796 times 1.1 because effective rate is 10% minus the payment of 120,000. Try mo. 1,075,796 times 1.1 minus 120,000. That is 1,063,376. Pareho lang. Okay? So, final answer, requirement number 4 is equal to 1,063,376. Then, requirement number 3, how much is the unamortized premium, including bond issue cost, at the end of 2028? So, kapag unamortized premium lang ang tinatanong, see to it na difference lang din yan ng carrying amount at ng face amount. Well, carrying amount at the end of 2028 is equal to 1,063,376. Deduct mo dyan yung face amount, na 1 million. Well, makukuha mo na yung unamortized premium, which is 63,376. So, requirement number 3, 63,376 will be our final answer. So, that is illustrative problem number 4. Okay? Then, one last problem, will be illustrative problem number 5. This is actually about serial bonds. So, try natin itong serial bonds na to. So, Pepper Company issued a 6 million 12% bonds on January 1, 2028. The principal of the bonds is paid in series of 2 million annually, together with any accrued interest on the outstanding bonds, each on December 31, starting December 31, 2028. The effective interest rate on the date of issuance is 10%. So, requirement number 1, compute the total proceeds from the bond issuance. Okay? So, dito, compute muna natin yung mga date of payment. That's December 31, 2028, December 31, 2029, then meron tayong December 31, 2030. Okay? So, meron tayo ditong payment of principal, then payment of interest, and then total payment, syempre. Okay? Payment of principal, well, according to the problem, that's 2 million annually, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. Okay? Payment of interest naman magkano? Well, kapag payment of interest based sa nominal rate, that's 12%, So, at the beginning of 2028, 6 million pang utang. So, 6 million times 12%, this is equal to 720,000. Pero at the beginning of 2029, since nagbayad na tayo na 2 million, 4 million na lang. So, 4 million times 12% is 480,000. Then, for the year 2030, 2 million na lang ang beginning. So, times 12%, 240 na lang. Okay? So, magkano yung total payment, at the end of 2028? This is 2,720,000. At the end of 2029, this is 2,480,000. Then at the end of 2030, this is 2,240,000. Okay? Now, compute natin yung present value factor of 1. So, present value factor of 1. For 1 period, para sa 2028, no? So, 1.1 divided by equals, then isang m plus, makukuha mo yung for 1, that's 0.9091, no? Next, isa pang equals, makukuha yung 2 periods, that's 0.8264. Isa pang m plus or equals, makukuha yung 3 periods, that is 0.7513. Okay? Then, wag na nga tayo magpahirapan pa. Wag mo na yung i-multiply isa-isa and then i-add. Pwede namang m plus mr, no? So, dito, the present value now on January 1, 2028 will be how much? MC ka muna. Wag mong kakalimutan mag-MC. So, 2,720 times 0.9091 m plus 2,480 times 0.8264 m plus, then 2,240 times 0.7513 m plus, then MR ka, ang makukompute natin dito will be 6,205,136. 6 million lang fee. So, may premium tayo. Bakit may premium? Mas malaki yung nominal compared dun sa effective. Diba? So, requirement number 1, 6,205,136 is our final answer. Okay? Now, requirement 2, prepare an amortization table. So, paano yung amortization table natin dito? Start ulit tayo sa date. Meron tayong January 1, 2028, December 31, 2028, December 31, 2029, and then meron din tayong December 31, 2030. 3 taon eh. Next, meron tayong payment. So, this time, yung payment natin hindi na pare-pareho, no? At the end of 2028, that's 2,720. At the end of 2029, that's 2,480. At the end of 2030, that is 2,240,000. Okay? Next, magkano dyan yung applicable para sa interest, then magkano yung applicable talaga para sa principal. Then, i-deduct natin yun syempre doon sa carrying amount natin. Kasi, annually, nagbabayad tayo eh. So, carrying amount of January 1, 2028 is equal to 6,205,136, no? So, interest expense, carrying amount at the beginning lang ulit yan times interest expense. So, 6,205,136 times 0.1 or 10%, that's equal to 620,514. So, kung nagbayad tayo ng 2,720, then 620,514 lang yung para talaga sa interest. Ang para sa principal ngayon will be how much? That's equal to 2,099,486. So, don't get it wrong, no? Yung 720, yun yung interest payment. Yun yung ibabayad nating interest, pero hindi yun yung interest expense. Okay? So, kapag tinanong ka, how much will be the interest seen in the income statement, interest expense ang iyong sasagot. Okay? So, nagbayad tayo ng 2,099,486. So, magkano na lang utang natin? 6,205,136 minus 2,099,486, or ang utang na lang natin this time is equal to 4,105,650. Times 10% to compute the interest expense, that's equal to 410,565. Tama? So, kung 2,480 ang binayad, 410,565 para sa interest, ang para sa principal is 2,069,435. Ibawas ulit natin, payment yan of principal eh. So, 4,105,650 minus 2,069,435, that's equal to 2,036,215. Times 10% ulit, this is equal to 203,000, right? 622. To 240 yung total payment. 203,622 lang yung para sa principal, para sa interest. So, yung para sa principal is 2,036,378, no? So, dapat magsi-zero na to. Sir, hindi zero. Sobra po tayo ng magkano? Sobra po tayo ng 163 pesos. So, the difference, no, of 163 pesos is what? Is just due to present value factor rounding off. That is why, para lang sigurado tayo sa quiz nyo or sa comprehensive exam nyo or sa board exam nyo, well, right, huwag ka na lang mag-round off. Sa board exam, okay lang kasi may choices, no? Multiple choice. Pero if undergrad ka and walang choice yung exam nyo, and then, right, naka-virtual pa tayo ngayon, ibig sabihin, right, through Canvas, through Google Classroom, through Schoology tayo, at konting pagkakamali lang dyan, right, lagot na. So, para lang sure, tanong nyo sa prof nyo kung ano yung rule sa present value factor, at kapag walang rule, no, Ibig sabihin, wag ka na lang mag-round off para sumakto yung sagot mo. Okay? Once again, nag-a-apply dyan yung shortcut natin. What's our shortcut? Carrying amount at the end is equal to the carrying amount at the beginning times 1 point effective rate, then minus the total payment, no? So, try natin kung mag-a-apply talaga. 6,205,136 times 1.1 minus 2,720, or that's 4,105,650. Pareho, tama? Times 1.1 minus 2,480 na sa 2029, no? Hindi magkapareho. So, 2,036,6,215 times 1.1 minus 2,240, makukuha mo yung 164 pesos na difference. Maliwanag ba? So, that's the end of bonds payable. Hopefully, marami ka natutunan sa 2-part video natin, no? See you guys on our next video. That's all about compound financial instrument. So, always keep safe, guys, and God bless. Bye-bye.